still relevant in terms of its capacity and capability today? No. The system, Your Excellency, what we are using to monitor and report on very important projects is already outdated. It was put in place in 2016. So we need a new system. So as a department, we are doing an overhaul. Under the leadership of the CS, we are doing an overhaul of the system so that we address the system, we address the policy, and we have champions at the grassroots. If we have the three, Your Excellency, with your support, I am sure that we will be able to move forward. Quickly, we are also launching our annual progress report. Key highlights, just to show. Number one, in this annual progress report looks at what we have done in MTP4. Bringing down the cost of living. The target was to bring inflation down to 5. In 2024, we brought it to 4.4. In 2024-25 financial year is 3.8. Creating jobs annually. That is what is in MTP4. That is 1.2 million jobs. But what we achieved is 848 according to the data we have. Achieving inclusive growth of about, the GDP should be about growth of 7.5, that was the target. Your Excellency, we are about 5.2, which is a positive direction. I know that I've taken much time, but I thought it is important, Your Excellency, Prime Cabinet Secretary, to starting with the State Department of Economic Planning, the directors, just to stand. If you are here, and all other staff that came from Nairobi, State Department of Economic Planning. Thank you. Wengine wako paka huko. Asanteni. Thank you. I also want to recognize the local leadership, members of parliament, and I want, with your permission, to allow one of them to come over here for a few minutes because of Mheshimiwa 2 or 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, our guest of honor in this occasion, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of the Treasury, the Governor, Deputy Governor present, the members of Parliament. I want to take this chance because we are few. With your permission, just to mention the name, and then I will talk. Let me request my colleagues to come over so that they just mention their names, their constituencies, because you know we are politicians. Yes. Okay, now we have the Honorable Wanjala from Budalangi, the Honorable Geoffrey Mulanya from Nambale. And since there's only one lady, you will allow me to call her just for her sound, because it's beauty. Karibu the Honorable Omanyo, a county MP, Busia.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy that a vision like this was long overdue. I've been listening to the PS, and I've realized that actually accountants in your departments have been paying ghost projects, because if the young people will be involved in making sure that any project launched, they are the ones reporting right from reconnaissance visits to all over up to where the project is done, then it will cut out a lot of projects that have been paid but they were in the briefcase. So I applaud the CS, our Prime Cabinet Minister, and the PS Economic Planning. Actually, we support this and we want it to be rolled out as soon as possible. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Our honorable guest today, on behalf of my colleagues, the members of parliament, I want first of all to welcome you to Busia County. We want to say that as Busia County, we work as a team, and we have a lot of collaboration among us. But what is more important, especially for this particular occasion, is the fact that you chose to have this event in Busia. We are so grateful for that, because it's an important step and it's the first one of its own. So we want to say that in terms of planning, this initiative is very important, because it's coming up with a bill which we as members of parliament would be expecting to support you to pass it, because it will help to integrate and to ensure there is coordination between our planning at the county level and the national government. That gap is important to bridge, because then we are actually working for the same development for the same people. Secondly, in terms of the various plans that have been undertaken since independence, I want to mention on behalf of my colleagues that Busia County has still a big gap in terms of development. And more so, the poverty index, Busia County is one of the poorest counties given the recent figures released. And we cannot remain that way. The only thing is that there should be affirmative action, and we request that the government of Our Excellency the President William Ruto, through you, be able to take affirmative action for Busia County on various areas. One of the areas when we are doing economic planning is empowerment on the area of agriculture. And I want to say that this county does not have a strong foundation in terms of the cash crop that gives people money. Cotton, which for a long time was a backbone, failed. And I think most of the ginaries we have about 7 ginaries. We have Mulwanda, we have Nambale, we have Amukura, we have a ginary at Malakisi, at Katakwa. All these ginaries died. If we can revive them as part of this plan, we'll empower the people of Busia. I also want to touch on the issue of power. We still have a big gap in terms of power supply. Busia is one of those counties that power disappears every minute because we lack substations or stations where we have enough power to stabilize power. So I would wish that in this plan, even as we go forward, we emphasize on power supply in Busia County. Lastly, I want to emphasize that we have a big problem on health. The health sector is in a dilapidated state everywhere in this county. Now, the thing is, though it is devolved, there's a section, and I think affirmative action is required from the national government to ensure that we put in infrastructure the counties alone cannot manage. So because of that, it is important when we talk of health of the people is a key thing. So it is important that this particular vision that is being launched, especially on the training through the grassroots, will be able to bring about a change. We are grateful that you are able to bring it here, and I know the participants who are here are from various parts of the country. So we are grateful that we are starting it here. Let us emphasize it, and I think our guest of honor told that at one time we had the DDCs, which was really the bottom-up planning. But then which was launched by the State Department, I think will go a long way, but will need a lot of sensitization from the leadership at the grassroots level, our county assemblies, and the members of parliament, and even at the Ngao level, so that we know how we can collaborate to ensure put more on that area. So I want to thank you, and I want to end by saying you are most welcome again, and thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Karibu sana, Asante. I want to take this opportunity to, with your permission, Excellency, to invite the county leadership. With us here is the Deputy Governor. Please give him a round of applause as he comes on the stage. Karibu sana.
Our guest of honor, Your Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, who is our Prime Cabinet Secretary, CS for Treasury, FCPA John Badi, wabunge walioko hapa, serikali kuu kiongozwa na County Commissioner, viongozi wote hamjambo. Your Excellency, permit me for a second. We have a lot of hosts here who have come to welcome you and to welcome this program. I have the Speaker of the County Assembly, he's here with us. If you could stand, Speaker. There's a Deputy Speaker. We have our Majority Leader. And then we have our members of County Assembly. If you could kindly stand for recognition. It would have been nice to have you all speak, but because of time we can't. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Governor of this county, I want to welcome you. Tuseme karibu, karibu, karibu nyumbani. FCPA John Badi karibu, and Planning PS Dr. Makoha, thank you very much. Thank you for bringing this program to Busia. We are very happy to host, and we are very happy to work with the government to make sure that it succeeds in a big way. Your Excellency, one hopes, if one was to think about the challenges we have with planning, we need more skills to be able to plan better. We need more accurate data to be able to plan better. We need more skills at the lower levels so that counties can plan. But at the end of the day, we need plans that are meaningful, can be consumed even by people who are not economists and are translatable into action. This country has very many good plans sitting on shelves. So translatability for us, if we can make that easier, if we can make that more possible, if we can make more of us down the chain able to understand the plans, we don't need to be economists because we are capable of implementing plans that are simple. One of the greatest writers, Tim Stewart, once said, the role of great leaders is to simplify. I want to be brief, Your Excellency, and I want to be pointed about addressing the CS Treasury. Busia is a unique county. Unique in the sense that we sit at the border. Unique also in the sense that we house the second largest port called Malaba and another very big port called Busia. By virtue of that, and by virtue of our geography, we serve a lot of people in many different ways, be it infrastructure, be it health. We serve a lot of people who are not Kenyan, many of whom don't even have IDs. But because we believe in the East African unity, we serve them. We hold East African passports, so we are citizens of East Africa. We serve them, sometimes at a cost that is not cared for in the shareable revenue. And I can only compare ourselves to Migori because it's not just being on the border, but it's also the level of interaction with the neighboring country. We have a porous border. We have a county where on both sides of the border it's the same community. So the interaction levels are very high. 2 ports. And to give you a hint of it, when we had COVID, Your Excellency, 84% when we had mpox, when earlier in the year, Busia was the leading mpox county. Only by virtue of the fact that we house these 2 ports. Mombasa took over from us many months into it. That asks for resources. Is we be given consideration because the population we serve between 20 and